See that? Oh, there she is. Today, we're talking about the Dell XPS 15. It's never easy opening these fucking things. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Puts it right up for me. Here, get a listen to this one. Look at this cool little box inside the box. Oh. See that? Oh. There she is. It's like I'm opening a briefcase of money. That's basically what it is. Just money spent. Oh, there she is. I would have expected it to be more thick. It also comes with a book, your charging cable, more charging cables. I don't know what this is. So this actually comes with a USB adapter. And that's why you go Windows and not, what's the other one? Apple. I think this would be a good video to talk about things you need to look for in a laptop. When I started as a photographer, making videos and stuff, I always asked, what kind of laptop do I get? But I think there's 4 things that you should know if you're gonna be a content creator and looking for a laptop. Your GPU, which is your graphics processing unit, which is going to control your exporting speed and your visuals on the laptop. The other thing you should be looking at is your CPU. This is gonna be what makes your computer fast. It's gonna keep your laptop from freezing and lagging, all that kind of stuff. The other thing you're going to want to look at is your storage, which is going to be your SSD storage. It's basically just long-term storage that your laptop uses to store your videos, to store stuff for later. Your RAM, which is very important, is your short-term memory. This could also be a reason your laptop is lagging if you have Adobe Photoshop open, which is 8 gigabytes of RAM to run, and you have Google Chrome open, which is 2 gigabytes of RAM, and your laptop only has 8 gigs of RAM. It's going to make your laptop freeze and it's going to make your laptop lag because going back and forth between these 2 applications, your laptop doesn't have the memory to run both of them, but it's attempting to. So therefore, it's going to lag and skip. Again, the 4 components you should look at: the RAM, short-term memory, the GPU, the graphics processing unit, your CPU, and lastly, your long-term storage, your solid-state storage. The only recommendations I would have when getting a laptop is get at least 1 terabyte of solid state storage. The CPU and the GPU can vary. Just do some research and make sure that it's not an old version. Make sure you have kind of in the middle or a newer version. You have at least more than 8 cores for your CPU, at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's gonna be perfect to keep Photoshop and Adobe Premiere Pro and all your content creating apps running. But those are the 4 things you're gonna wanna look at. For this laptop, I really wanted to future-proof my laptop. I did not want to have to get a new one for a while. I have a 3050 Ti GPU. I have an i9 core processing unit, the CPU, with I think 14 cores. I have 2 terabytes of solid-state storage, and I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Now that's going to be enough RAM to edit 8K footage, open Google Chrome to be playing lo-fi, and also have Adobe Photoshop open. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy. I also went ahead and got the OLED screen. If you're trying to save money, don't get the OLED screen, but look at this baby. I mean, that screen has the perfect resistance to really just glide up like that. I mean, immediately the visuals here are just spectacular. Coffee break. So while I was looking for laptops to get, everyone always recommends the MacBook Pro. I've just always been a Windows guy. I think you can get the same specs with a Dell than you can with a MacBook for half the price. So this trackpad is feeling absolutely amazing. Typing on these keys is perfect. So far, I don't really have any cons, really. Nothing but pros here. I mean, the screen is beautiful. Just the quality of the screen, the OLED screen is absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say if you're looking for a laptop, I'd say go with the Dell XPS 15. Some other alternatives, go look at the ASUS ZenBook Pro DUO, the Razer Blade 15 Studio Edition. If you are looking for a laptop that you can customize and kind of pick the specs you want, the Dell is just the way to go. Remember though, the Dell XPS 15 and the Razer Blade 15 and the ASUS ZenBook Duo are great laptops, but again, you can look elsewhere for other laptops that are probably even cheaper and get the same specs. I'm only describing the very basic details of the laptop. I don't dive that deep down into all this stuff. I just pay attention to the GPU, CPU, RAM, and the storage, and then I kind of just see if the laptop feels right. Let me tell you, this one feels great. And these speakers are super loud and with a pretty good bass for a laptop, surprisingly. To be honest, I don't know how they fit all these specs into this freaking laptop. I thought it would be thicker. So again, if you're looking for a laptop, I highly recommend the Dell XPS 15. Even if you're Apple, check it out. It's worth it. I'll list all the laptops down below. I'm also going to list the 4 components that you should look at. So you don't necessarily have to get these laptops, but look at these 4 components. Make sure you're getting something good and go create some content. I'll see you next time. Oh, and go check out the podcast from last Friday. Peace.